Hey YouTube, I want to show you how I made this Ridgid one drawer box. Made this one drawer box so that I could carry my large tools like circular saw and the mini bandsaw. These wouldn't fit in the two drawer. No way you turn it, it's not going to fit. The circular saw is not going to fit. So I showed in my previous video the 3 drawer. That's the way Ridgid sells them. You can take 2 of the 3 drawers and you can convert it to a 4 drawer and a 2 drawer. And then I took the 2 drawer and converted it to a 1 drawer. Pulled the little orange tag off so it looks like it's just one. So when you walk up to it, you know that's the 1 drawer. You can grab either place right here. You can grab or the top, either one. It pulls. I'm going to show you how I made this 1 drawer box. Stack Tech, Pack Out, Ridgid is the only one that has a drawer that goes on the bottom wheels. Now Stack Tech makes a 4-wheel dolly, just like Milwaukee does a 4-wheel dolly. But if you got rough terrain going to a job site, without using hand trucks, you just want to use the box, Ridgid is the only company currently making a drawer that will go on the bottom. So the way I made the 1 drawer, let me take these tools out. The way I made the giant 1 drawers, I cut the bottom out of the top drawer. So I'm going to show you what I did to get these out. You just flip the little tabs, pull the dividers out. Okay, so the inside of the 1 drawer here, the big drawer. So I got my jigsaw out, got underneath, cut the back out, cut the sides. I went a little crazy, started going all the way to the front until I realized the way the box goes in this little corner up here. What you should do if you're going to cut it, if you're going to do this, cut straight across where the handle is here. You want to leave this piece of plastic and this piece of plastic, because right above this, it lines up with this piece on the drawer below it. So I found that the best way to put these 2 together, I drilled a hole through this bottom piece and then to the top of the next one. I used a spacer from like a TV mount, a plastic spacer. You can cut a piece of PVC or just stack up a bunch of washers. And I've got a bolt going through here and here. So it made this front super rigid. All the support from this slide to the bottom slide, so you're really using both slides to support the weight that's in here. Instead of all the weight just resting on the bottom slide doing this 1 drawer, when you secure these together tight enough, strong enough, it's going to use both the slides to hold that extra weight of the bigger tools you're going to put in here. So let me move in here and let you see. So right there, I started to get a little too crazy. Started to cut around, but I left it just enough that I've got the bolt, drilled a hole, and went straight down through. This other side I had already cut. See how I went all the way to the front of the box, but I left just enough on the side here. I was able to get a bolt through it, the spacers. I've got the bolt coming up, the nut on top here, and on this side, I went down with the bolt, put the nut on the bottom. All right. So I've cut all the bottom out there. What I did is I took one of the dividers that was in the drawer. I trimmed it down to make it short enough. And I put 3 screws. And on the back, it's got nuts, washers and nuts. 3 on the bottom here. These are 6/32, and they're 3/4 inch long. There's plenty of room on the back of the drawer. This closes and it doesn't hit the back of the box. Don't go shorter than that. Use the 3/4 length screws, because this plastic going through this plastic, you need about that much to get the nut started on the back side of it. So I was going to take 2 more dividers and do them on the sides, but just this back and doing these nuts in the front, bolts and nuts, has made it secure enough. You've got the support of the slide on the side, so it's not wanting to flex sideways. the back, once I cut it out, the back wanted to be a little flexible, but putting this support through it now here's made it pretty stout. Like I said, I pulled the orange off here, just the one, so it looks like a 1-drawer box. So that's it. So you got big tools, Ridgid's new track saw, your band saw. That's what I've got, the Ridgid mini band saw. Low voltage contractor. We cut a lot of conduit and a lot of unistrut and a lot of all thread. Band saws, you know, you can do it with a recip saw and other saws, but band saw works good. This little 6.5 subcompact brushless saw, circular saw, super strong. Really happy with it. So I've got both of these in here. Now, these tools, I had them in just a large Ridgid box. And in that box, I also had my router, router and a grinder. The grinder will also fit in here, but the router and the bits and everything, not quite fitting in there. So that's it, the 1-drawer box by Ridgid. Somebody asking the questions, how do you put a padlock on here? This hinge on the top right here, once this, once this front bar is closed, you can put a padlock through here. There's not one on the left side, but that's how, if you want to secure it, keep somebody from opening it, you put a padlock right there. But it's stiffer plastic, but it's still plastic. So, I mean, locks just keep honest people honest anyway. So that's a 1-drawer deep, extra deep 1-drawer box by Ridgid. Thanks for watching.